Sup my dudes, and welcome to the US Grand Prix. Actually quite surprised I'm allowed to race here considering my racial background, but I've somehow managed to get myself into the Grand Prix. Yeah, so Japan was a good race. Means that the championship standings coming into here, I have a 56-point lead, meaning I could actually win the championship this race, but I would have to outscore Catherine by 19 points. So it's not really something I was expecting to do. It wasn't really on my mind at all. But yeah, you can see from the weather forecast at the start, it's going to be a wet race, but a dry qualifying, just like Russia. But unlike Russia, I'm not going to make the same mistake and run a wet setup. I'm going to run a dry setup and just make some slight changes to it so it's alright in the wet. Yeah, a USA, for a dry race you wanted to be qualifying on the middle tyre, which I think is super soft. So as a result, it meant that I was running the harder tyre strategy. So I'd only had 2 sets of ultra soft tyres, which if the race is wet, then I'm obviously going to just qualify on the softest tyre. So I've only got 2 ultra soft tyres, but decided I'll do like a banker on supers and then do 2 ultra soft laps. So you can see just getting some laps in on the super soft tyres. It's going alright, and then we get the following radio message.
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
So yeah, it's not going to be a dry qualifying finally. Apparently the rain's going to come, so obviously at this point I was like, oh my god, I got to come to the pits and, get the ultra soft tyres on and set my fastest laps as quick as I can. So we can see we've already set like a banker time on the ultras, and we thought we'd try and improve on it, and this is, well, it would have been our fastest lap of the session, but you'll see. But yeah, clipping apex to turn 1 quite nicely there. You can see cars everywhere. I think everyone realised that the rain was coming soon. So yeah, tricky sequence of corners on the pad. You can see there I hesitated turning into the first corner, and that kind of ruined my run throughout the entire thing. It's actually down on my time now. But my first lap was quite conservative, so I think I'm a bit aggressive on this lap. You can see taking this corner very nicely, up on our time now by a tenth and a bit. This corner is always very tricky. Getting a nice apex and getting a good exit, actually, that's a really nice line. See the sun's coming through the clouds quite nicely, but it is going to rain. And coming down to here, picking's quite tricky. Running over that curve quite nicely because you can get away with it. Maybe getting a bit too much on that sausage curve, which kind of throws off. This corner is very tricky, but see, completely missing the apex and dropping a load of time there. Getting a fairly decent exit despite missing the apex. Taking this corner flat out, and then through here turned in too early and invalidated the lap, which is a shame. So decided to come to the pits, but that would have been our fastest lap, unfortunately. And then yeah, that was the end of the session because I went out on the second set of ultra softs and it started raining midway through and I couldn't improve. So we're going to be starting 11th, so not great considering I was running a dry set this time. But it's not the end of the world. I've got a fairly good compromise setup on, and 5 lights and away we go. That was quick. You see, getting a really good start on the Haas driver here, going straight around the outside of him. Gonna be nice and conservative going into turn 1 though. Haas driver getting back in front. I'm just gonna take a nice wide line, avoid any kind of contact. I don't want to repeat of Russia where I get collected by another car, so just taking it nice and easy. Up into P10 now, so already gained a position on Fluffy Pillow, who was once our championship rival. You can see the Toro Rosso getting a bit of a squeeze there. I'm going to go around the outside. Oh, that was close. Yeah, so up into P9. Just taking it nice and slow, trying to get a feel of the conditions. I tend to do that in the wet. I tend to take some time just to, get to grips with the conditions, and then as I get more and more comfortable, then I start pushing it. I'm in no rush to gain a load of position straight away. So yeah, a couple of positions isn't too bad on lap 1. And now we're going to cut on to lap 2, where you can see Frobo Jobo has completely lost the car there. But he was running quite well, which is very unlike Joe. Although I say that it was only for a lap, but oh well. is still behind me, so he's not lost too much time there. And cutting on to the end of lap 2, you can see the Haas drivers missed the apex a bit there, and I'm going to get quite a nice exit here. Looks like I might be able to get a run on him here. In the DRS, there's definitely no DRS, this slipstream. I thought about something maybe, but I wasn't confident enough under brakes in these conditions yet, so I thought I'd stay behind. You can see on lap 3, the Catherine is battling with the Haas driver, and they're going side by side through here. I'm going to try and pick up the pieces if I can. See, the Haas driver's gone in very deep to try and get the position back from Catherine. I almost thought about trying something there. You can see he's gone a bit shallow there. I'm going to get a good exit here considering they're going side by side again. It's very juicy in front of me. I don't seem to be capitalising as much as I was like. It felt weird. I didn't feel like I had that much pace, to be honest. But yeah, Catherine has got past the Haas driver, which I don't understand, don't know where the Haas driver got past her, but you can see I'm missing the apex there, but the Haas driver missed it even more, so getting a run again, but I don't think I'm going to be close enough. And yeah, as you can see, cutting onto lap 4 now, Catherine's broken away from the Haas driver a bit. I'm going to get a nice apex here, and it's going to give me a good exit onto the main straight, and it's going to be an easy move here, I think, with the Haas driver not getting the slipstream from Catherine. I'm just going to pull to the outside, I'm going to get the move. Oh, I'm not going to get the move done actually. He's going to be side by side going to this corner, not leaving me much space at all. I've noticed that this Donuts guy isn't the greatest guy to race with. He doesn't leave you much room at all. You can see he's moving around everywhere under traction. I'm going to dive it down the inside into this corner. Very predictable move, but he didn't cover it off, so took advantage in making the move stick around the outside of reverse turn 8 of Turkey. And move up into P7 now with just our championship rival Catherine up ahead. And yeah, so the next few laps I was just trying to like close in on Catherine. Our pace was quite similar, to be fair. I think I was slowly making some gains, but not like really substantial gains, and some laps should be quicker, some laps I'd be quicker. You see, you know, setting personal bests. I think between the two of us we're catching the cars ahead. And you can see on the end of lap 9 now, we've caught up to, I think that's Glaze Gator and the coordinated Germa. And I've also set fastest lap on the end of lap 9, so going alright in these conditions. Like I said, wasn't catching Catherine substantially, but I don't know, the setup wasn't feeling great actually. I remember in this first stint, I was actually really not enjoying it. You can see the cars ahead go squabbling like mad, and Glaze Gator's gone off the track, and we're going to pick a position from him. And Germo is going to go very cautiously into this corner. We're going to go down the inside, and we're going to get 2 positions in the space of 2 corners there, which is very good. Still sticking with Catherine, and that's put us back up into P6 or P5 actually, after someone pitted maybe. So yeah, very opportunistic moves for me there. And you can see on lap 13 now, up into P3, where I think some drivers have made their pit stops. And obviously it's Inters for the entire race, just splitting up the race up into halves. I decided I was going to do the opposite of what Catherine does here. So if she didn't pit, I'd pit and get an undercut of a lap, or maybe. And if she did pit, I'd stay out. You can see not like all over the back of her. It's struggling to get up to the back of her in these conditions, which was quite annoying. Like it looks like she's pulling away, and we're going to see what she's going to do coming into this corner, and she is going to peel into the pits here. So we're going to stay out for another lap. And this outlap was amazing. It was crazy. Once I wasn't in dirty air, the car felt amazing. Like, I didn't realise how much the dirty air was holding me back, but in clean air the car felt really, really good. The pace was so good, in fact, that as we come in to make our pit stop on the end of lap 14, you can see we're actually still going to improve on our time despite coming into the pit lane, which is just a testament to how much pace we had when we weren't stuck behind a car, which is crazy considering it didn't even look like we were stuck behind Catherine. Like, there was quite a substantial gap, but apparently that was holding me back quite a bit. And let's see, as we come out the pits, what's the gap to Catherine going to be? And in fact, looking behind, we're actually going to see that we're going to come out ahead of Catherine somehow. So we've actually overcut Catherine, which is insane because she was quite far ahead coming into the pit, so it was just a testament to how much different clear air made. And now we're going to cut on to lap 16. The gap to the cars ahead is after the fastest lap, and it's 7.5 seconds to Malta in second. I'm cutting on now to lap 26. We have caught all the way up to Greg free in the Toro Rosso, who seems to be having some slight connection issues here. And you can see Malta is just up the road as well, so you know the fight for the win isn't over. And you can see Greg's actually, I don't know what it is, I'm assuming it's a lag spike, but he's somehow ended up behind us. Not too sure how that's happened, but the gap to Malta isn't much at all. And you can see coming onto the last lap of the race now, it's only a few seconds now, and it's going to be 2.5 seconds, so I got so much pace, like it's crazy. I'm within a shot of winning the race. Unfortunately, I think I have 1 3-second penalty. I'm not sure what the Malta situation penalties is, but it means we are going to come second, I want to say. I thought, oh no, it's third in the end due to penalties. But yeah, crazy race. Don't understand the difference between the first stint and the second stint was crazy. The fact that I didn't feel that quick in the first stint, but as soon as I was in clear air, the car felt really, really pacey. But yeah, obviously not winning the championship. I would have had to win, and Catherine would have had to score like a few points. But still, I'll take a third place. It could have even been a win if things had gone a little bit different, but not bad. Catherine in fourth place, so extending the championship gap, meaning coming into Mexico we have a 59-point gap on Catherine, so could very easily win the championship next race, which would be incredible. But I'm just going to treat it like any other race, and yeah, let's see what happens there. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in Mexico.